in Freedom Congress, those ultra conservatives who are forcing the majority of the run-of-the-mill, middle-of-the-road Republicans to bend to their wishes. And the Democrats are just sitting back and smiling, you know.
It's the American way, my friend.
Well,
that it may is.
And the only other thing of interest in the Democratic Party is, will Joe run? Okay.
It's getting later and later, and I think it's less possibilities.
He still has until the end of the month before he has to sign the papers and declare himself for A, to collect money for his super PAC, and B, to get on the ballot in Nevada, South Carolina, all these other states' primaries that come up after New Hampshire and Iowa. So,
look, it's all about timing, and timing is of the essence, and timing is everything. He knows what he's doing.
Hey, listen.
He's holding back as much as he can.
Or as some people will say, timing is a difference between getting your period and being pregnant. Okay?
True that.
I knew that would get some sort of response out of you. Let's face it. It's all timing.
It certainly is.
Yes, it is.
But I really think his time is running out, and I don't really think he has it in him, Joe.
Well, look.
I think he has it in him, but I don't think it's the right time.
Well, look. He tried twice before, and it didn't work. He's never been this close like he is now. I mean, his office is right next door to the president's. When you talk about proximity, and if it wasn't for Hillary, I think his hat would be in the ring already. But she declared very early, and she was almost anointed as the Democratic heir apparent. So, one thing in the Democratic Party, you don't want to make enemies of the Clintons. And if he was to throw his hat in the ring, it makes it that much closer between Hillary and anybody else that the Republicans put up. That's number one. Mm-hmm. And you don't want to have Bill Clinton as an enemy. I mean, Hillary still has to be careful what she says. But the bottom line is you don't want to have either one of them as an enemy.
Yeah, I mean, just think of what they get away with. And without any consequences.
Talking about the Clintons? What they get away with?
Yeah, I did not have sex with that woman.
Yeah, but
I did not send any emails that were classified.
Well, the business of sex with that, that's old stuff already.
No, I'm just saying, they both did the same thing.
Well, look,
then they both sort of
one thing
clarify what they said.
Yeah, but you gotta, as far as Clinton goes, the Clinton Global Initiative does amazing things worldwide. Okay.
Look what the Clintons did. Look what the Clintons did by moving to Harlem. Look how better they made that.
His office. That's where his office is. Her headquarters are in Brooklyn. Okay.
Right.
But aside from that, both of them, you would think Hillary would have learned a lesson from Bill when he lied at first about Monica Lewinsky and all those other women. Okay, because the bottom line is, I think that she and Bill had an arrangement a long time before he became president. Because he was fooling around as governor of Arkansas. All All right. She had to know. I mean, even when they asked her before he became president about, or when he had become president, about Jennifer Flowers, Hillary said she's one crazy woman or something to that effect. All right. She didn't say she was wrong. She just said she's one crazy woman. And as far as Hillary's mistakes go, she just should have said from the beginning, I made him, instead of saying that she didn't break any laws, she should have said from the beginning, I shouldn't have had two servers. I'll turn everything over, and by that I mean everything, and take a weapon away from not only the Republicans, but the disenfranchised Democrats within your own party who don't like the Clintons to begin with. Okay? So they both made mistakes along those lines.
How did she have two servers? That part I don't know about.
What?
There was only one server she had.
No, she had a private server and she had a government server.
No,
she did have a government server.
No, it was all in one. That was a big deal. It was all the same server.
Well...
No, I think it was all caught on that one, but I think Mark is right. She had two. But it was all on her personal, according to what they're saying.
Yeah, everything was on her personal.
Right.
No, she decided. No. She decided not to have a government server. She had a choice.
Then that was the mistake she made.
That was a choice. That it was not against the law then. Now it is. They changed the law since then. Where she made a mistake, she said, I did not send any classified information. And then she rephrased it. I didn't send any classified information that was classified at the time when I sent it.
Well, look, the bottom line is...
She knew what she did.
Yeah, but what she should have done, if that was the case, then what she should have done was from the beginning have a government server, do everything as far as the government's concerned on that. Do your private stuff on your private, and that's it. And
well, the government server cannot be in your possession. The government server is with the government. She had a server at home, which you're not supposed to have.
Yeah, but the thing is, as Secretary of State, you do so much traveling.
It doesn't matter. Your server should not be at home.
Well,
listen? Your server is not at home for your email.
Well, it's on my computer and wherever that is.
Yeah, your server is not on anything. Your server is somewhere in a master control area, somewhere in wherever it is. The government has a server that everybody emails to and out of, and that's secure. She decided to do her own server, which is a lot of work. That's why she had an IT guy from the government come and set it up. It's not like a computer here. They set up a major server.
Maybe we'd have better luck if we had an IT guy from the government come in here and do this.
We'd probably never broadcast it. It'll all be a secret.
Then I definitely wouldn't be able to call in like that night that I tried and I couldn't get through.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, when it comes
I did get through and then I lost you guys.
When it comes to us, anything is possible.
Well, I don't know if you heard or not. I told...
if you're going to talk about Chad, I was just going to bring him up.
I told Elise that Chad may be joining us again.
Oh, that you didn't tell me.
See?
What's the matter? He can't make a go of it on his own?
No. I offered to...
I know, you told me that he can share our... share our airtime.
Yeah, I've got 5 free days, so I gave him a day if he'd love to. He said, yeah.
Well, I know he did say, aside from the fact that when he said goodbye to us, which was really... I mean, it shocked the hell out of us, let's be honest.
Not me. I was waiting for that.
Not me.
No, I was surprised, but he gave us 2 different reasons. First, he said he's gone all about as far as he could go with us. Okay.
Which I said to Felix.
Yeah.
But then in the same breath, he also said, which I could understand, as Paul Ryan has said, Chad has young children. Okay. He wants to spend time with his family. with his kids. He wants to be able to monitor them. He and his wife share in the homeschooling. And when you have, I think he's got 4 kids, and I think at least 2 are in elementary school or in school right now. So I'm sure it's not easy. Plus, he works at night. Okay, and he's really,
he works at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 30. He has an
he's
office.
37 or 38.
Yeah, he's about 37. He's got he cleans offices after hours, so he doesn't start until about 6 o'clock or so, 6 or 7. Okay.
Yeah, but he also has a Bible study class that he does, right?
Right.
Yeah.
There's one night a week that he does the Bible study. Okay, and look, he's got a lot of stuff going on. So
what he basically said to us is he wants to move on with his missionary work, and
right.
That's all. He could find better things to do than to talk to us. Basically, waste his time talking to us for an hour or 2.
Mark,
well, if he comes back,
earlier, is that his mission is over because he couldn't convert us.
Yeah. I mean, there's no...
Well, he's got a better chance of converting you than he does us.
No, I've already did my conversion. I'm done. No more converting for me.
But either way, it's just basically he's done with us, and he's wasting his time. He could take those 2 hours and do another show like he wants to do, where he can, maybe spread his word to people who will listen to him.
Well, if we had this, if our show was 3 hours instead of 2, we could give him an hour.
I can give him 2 hours.
No, on a day when we broadcast, he can have 1 hour. He can warm up the crowd for us. Chad, if you're listening, I apologize, but it would be great. You could warm up the crowd and turn it over to us. No, I didn't hear what you say.
Repeat it. Repeat what you said.
I said he'd make the crowd turn away.
Well, all right, I understand. Only because, and I'll tell you what my sister said. My sister said, and my sister is, again, I honestly don't remember if it's a Jew for Jesus or whatever. She's very much Jewish, but she has accepted Jesus as her personal savior, okay? She used to go to services on Sunday with a couple of friends, but she doesn't do it anymore. And my sister pretty much knows what she's talking about if she was having a conversation with somebody like Chad. But she did say that, there's no wiggle room with him. And he came across as being very cold with you because, he told you don't pray to the saints, which is a big deal in the Catholic Church. I mean, when you hear Cardinal Dolan refer to the saints as everybody's cousins because they're all family in Christ. That's what he said at Yogi Berra's funeral, if you watched it.
I did watch it.
Okay, so then you might remember that phrase. He did call the saints, Catholic people's cousins and stuff, and so it's a big deal. And there is a saint for every day of the week, practically, because over the past 2,000 years, especially at the beginning, somebody was always being martyred, okay? So it wasn't too hard to make them a saint. But, with Chad, if he would soften up a little, it might behoove him, okay? But then again, I mean, this is his thing. The ministry is his thing. I'm not going to tell him what to do, how to do it.
Well, after I got done talking to him today, he said, I'm going to go pray till I have to go to work. So this is what he does.
And that's what he does. When he has to make an important decision, he prays on it. In that respect, hey, look, Paul Ryan said the same thing. Before I say yes to this, I'm going to pray on it. Donald Trump, before he makes his next board meeting, says,
I'm going to pray on it.
He's got his favorite